Hey guys, so we're back. We're back with the Texas. Beautiful colors. So guys, over the weekend, Eric just came back from the Ohio Fish Rescue. Guys, big shout out to Ohio Fish Rescue, Big Rich, Reaper, my girl Dawn, Josh, all the Ohio Fish Rescue crew. Will Star, can't forget about Will Star. So Eric, yeah, had the best time, right?
Totally awesome.
So, guys, we finally ended up setting up the two 72-gallon bow front tanks. As soon as Eric got home this morning, he just went to it, finishing it all up. So we gave a few fish a bigger home. So we had a few, what were they, Mollies and Platties that were in this 32-gallon tank here. So we had a ton of them and they just keep multiplying. So we decided to separate a few and give them a bigger home over here in this 72 bow front, along with Sir Fahaks-alot, our Fahaka Puffer. And honestly, they seem to just all I don't know about get along, but they kind of just have enough room to do their own thing.
And also, I mean, we just moved him over about a few minutes ago, but because the water is all shared, it's less stress on the animal. You can see he's just like a little bewildered about where he is, but that should stop in a little while, hopefully. And then all these plants, we just also did that to him. This is all trimmed out from the other tanks. We have a little bit of ferns and obviously a ton of moss. So
That's right. It was a little overgrown over here in the discus
it's also
tank.
like super cloudy in there.
Yeah.
We just had to trim all this back. I had to back roll this up. Again, if you guys were wondering, again, I know people are asking me, but this is 90% of the tanks down here run on this one sump. It's everything but this tank above it, because these guys like to run on salt, and I don't like to run salt in the planted tanks. So we do have two systems down here. That's why it looks really confusing. But basically, the water in the system is coming back through here. Right, I actually haven't, I don't even have a filter floss in here right now, I don't think. Yeah, and the tanks still run pretty clear. And you see it just passes through a bunch of media, gets pumped back out to all the tanks. Again, it's easier to see here, the pump coming out, pumps water in, and then gravity kind of takes over. And I can, raise and lower the height of this tank just by, with these different sized pipes. And the water comes in here, hits this pipe, drops down into this tank, fills this tank up, water moves through here, and again it's drilled on the left side, just goes right back into the system, and then all the way back around to the buckets.
All the way back around.
And the reason why you're seeing now drilled tanks is because I've learned my lesson with the hang on the back boxes. They work when they work. You just got to really pay a lot of attention to them. This has been my best tank by far. These has the towers in the back, so it's really hard to overflow this tank. You literally have to load it full of like crap back there for it to overflow. But I don't think they drill a lot of tanks anymore.
Look, another shout out. Look, Ohio Fish Rescue, we still have your pen.
Oh yeah.
This is proud. I know having the pen was like a big deal. So just know it has its special spot chilling right there. Everyone kind of uses that pen to decorate over here, the stand that Eric had built, and everybody kind of makes their mark on it. The kids, they draw whatever they want on there. Eric, I know you drew something on there. But yeah, anyone that really comes over, they just kind of draw their little.
And I don't know if you're wondering, when I say boxes, these are what I'm talking about. This is essentially a pipe, even though it's flattened out. So what you do is you fill the front box and the back box up with water, and then you literally, with a tube, suck the air out of this thing, and then the water starts siphoning out just like a siphon hose. So you have to keep track. If you do have these boxes, you notice I have this one on the side. If you start seeing air pockets in here, you have to get in there with a hose and suck them out, or the whole tank's just going to overflow. So if you can drill a tank, drill a tank. Do it the right way, you know, put a piece of wood, wood. Better drilled than anything.
You said you wanted to look at how many they're multiplying. Like
The peacocks.
all of these peacocks.
And the males, I feel bad again, they don't get the color up. This is a decent sized male. He's going to look just like his father, but you know, he picks on them all day, so they try not to get colored up or blend in. I think with the female, might be correct. But if you look, this female here on the bottom, she has almost like a chin. She's full of babies, so the more of these I can pull out, the better. You know? Speak the devil, little tiny ones come out of that.
Who were the guys that were at the barbecue?
Jeremy, Brianna, and Sean. They're from Buffalo. They were also asking about the system. DIY though, bro, they literally just totes in a 5-gallon bucket and a big pump, because there's a lot of tanks. But if you have just one tank running the system, you can do a smaller pump. Smaller tote, smaller pump. Again, this I think is a 50-gallon tote, and this one runs the 200-gallon tank. So, you know, for 200 gallons, 55 works. So, you know, looks like there's a little coordinated.
Alrighty, guys. So there has been major improvement in the basement. Super proud of it. Very proud of Eric here getting it done.
Also, I mean, we're also brushing over the fact that you can notice that there's a whole room on the other side of this tank. So this tank is actually built into a wall.
Yes.
Which is hopefully going to be a guest bedroom or something.
Look at how beautiful, though, all these guppies are. They've been multiplying and just getting it done in there.
More food. Yeah.
Over. Oh.
Look at that.
Oh,
I thought I put food in there, they're bugging. Oh. Oh, there's some shrimp too coming out. Blue one on top. And that's another thing we have a ton of. They're like cockroaches. So if you look at the tubes in the corner, I'm using those as inputs into the tank, and they're actually built into the wall. I pipe them in above before we close the walls up. Water, again, water comes in here, passes through the tank, and then we have a box on here because I did this 20 years ago. So. Not 20.
A long time ago. But it was honestly the greatest thing because
The seed, I guess you could say.
yeah, when Travis was born, his bedroom was that other room there, and the crib was set up right under the fish tank, so it was super calming and it was great for him. All right, so we plan up here though with these breeding cones. We plan to put some of these discus in here. We have to see who becomes a pair.
A little too much fighting around. Some to pair up. Well, we also failed to mention that we had a pair, but because we had them over in the 55 here, we had to put them back in, so it kind of disturbed all of that. So we did raise one set of babies. It's just, I think we have to just let them kind of pair back up again and see what happens.
Yep. All right, guys. Later.